And go.
Inbee career win number 21 on the LPGA Tour. What made this one special?
Well, I think, what's special about this week is that, I always love to play this week, and I have played really, really well on this golf course, but I was never able to win. But I just looked at this trophy in the final round. I thought I almost had it last, couple of times, but I, didn't win and didn't ending up winning it. So finally being able to win is it's a relief, and obviously being able to have this one in the collection of my trophies it's a beautiful trophy. So
I would imagine you're gonna have to get a bigger trophy case. You joined Marilyn Smith at number 25 on the all-time wins list on the LPGA Tour. The late great Marilyn Smith, an LPGA founder. What does it mean to have your name alongside hers?
Well, it is always a big honor to put my name next to names like Marilyn Smith, the founder of the LPGA, and it's just. I think it's just a big honor, and I'm just trying to play my best and trying to follow their footsteps. Yeah.
You're 4 wins shy of Se Ri Pak for the winningest player from the Republic of Korea on the LPGA Tour. For maybe like the casual golf fan, take us through what Se Ri meant not only to you but to your country.
Well, she kind of, started everything. She gave a lot of, courage to all the women's golfers in Korea that, you can, compete out on the LPGA Tour. And obviously, that's really important. And, that's driven a lot of, players to come out to the USA and, try for the LPGA Tour, try to compete in, among the best players in the world. So, obviously, being able to do things that's following her steps is always a great honor. I've looked up to a lot of legendary players growing up, and definitely Se Ri is one of my top players that I looked at. So.
Mm-hmm. Bethany?
Yeah, the first question is just what is it about your game that enables you to come back after a long layoff and look like you never left?
Well, yeah, that's kind of the mystery that I am trying to solve this week too, because, coming into this week, I kind of felt like I needed a little bit of work. Ball striking wasn't quite there, the putting and the chipping and everything was just a little bit off. So, I just thought that because it was the time that I took off, I have to, get used to the little bit of tweaks on everything. And, that's what I was trying to been doing for the last couple of weeks and this week, but obviously when everything's not perfect, I always try to try harder and have a little bit of a pressure always. I think that sometimes works really good in the tournament because you're never too much on yourself. You're confident, you have a confidence, but not overconfident. So I think it worked really, really great this week.
So it's not your laid-back approach then that does it?
Well, this week was, I think, more tight approach for me because it was first week back. I'm just trying to tweak things around a little bit and trying to make it perfect. But I thought I was not quite there, so I always had that little bit of a tightness in my system. Yeah.
And so before you came to Vegas to practice, how much time did you just put the clubs away completely?
Well, I spent probably just over 2 months in Korea, and obviously it's really cold in Korea, and you're not playing golf in minus 20 Celsius. So I did just a little bit of indoor golf, and I did a lot of just weight training and just working on the body. Probably took about a good month off, not touching the clubs, and then when it got a little bit warmer, I started to go out. So.
Go ahead, Ted.
Inbee, what motivates you now with all that you've accomplished and all the goals you've achieved? What's still your motivation for being out here? And the second part of that is the Se Ri win number kind of part of what's keeping you out here?
No, it really is not. And I'm not looking to try to beat someone's record. I mean, I'm never playing golf, for that reason. The good motivation for me is obviously for now is the Olympics, and obviously in 2016 and 2021, I knew that the Olympic was going to happen, and it's really motivates me really well. Trying to prepare for that time, prepare myself, at my best, so I can represent the country. And yeah, I mean, if there was no Olympics, I don't know, would I be here? I'm just asking the same question, but it has been definitely a good motivation for me. But like I said, even if it wasn't Olympics, I think as long as you try to find the motivation, that it can be anything. Like it could be just like this week, Kia Classic. I came so close to winning, but I didn't win, so I want to win this week. I mean, just those little things can motivate you for sure.
Yeah. The Olympics, you started last year out of the bubble for getting in.
Yeah.
Being the Olympic champion, was that an uncomfortable feeling for you, and what did that kind of give you motivation just specifically for that?
Yeah, I mean, it is quite different eligibility, I should say, because I am pretty much eligible for any tournament if it's the game of golf. Yeah, but it was quite different, obviously, because and plus I am defending champion of that event, so, and I am not qualified, so it's just very different approach, and obviously trying to qualify myself to getting into the Olympics is actually not as easy as just like winning a tournament. It's you have to play really well for 4 years after the Olympic is done, and obviously you have to be playing best at the time. So yeah, it is not an easy task, but but I think I am getting close. I wouldn't say I'm safe, but getting close to my goal. So I'm happy with that.
Thank you.
Your first round of 66 seemed really impressive considering you hadn't played in a while, as mentioned, and it was cold and it was wet. How were you able to do that?
Yeah, I don't know. Because looking back and thinking about it, the first round was the toughest condition, and I played the best that day. And obviously I was probably the most, I say today was probably most nervous, but I was, pretty nervous on the first day being out, for, in 3 months or so. And it was really tough condition, but I putted the best on the first day. I think that was the key to the six under round.
Can you talk a little about your swing? And I read a quote that a long time ago you said you didn't feel like you owned your swing, even though you were winning, and you worked with.
Yeah.
Make it,
Like since I started working with my husband, I found a lot of things that needed to be fixed, and obviously I definitely feel like I own my swing now, and I know my swing. I know how to fix the problems when I don't hit it as well. So he's always there with me and he can fix things that's quickly, that it's not gonna go as bad. So.
Have you always taken the club back slowly?
Yes, I have. Yes.
And does that make it easier to control?
To me, it is, but I guess it just depends on people.
Just one more question, if you could,
Yeah, go
about
ahead.
the eagle putt.
Yeah.
Kind of a big deal. What do you have on the length of that? What do you think it was? And
I think the length was about probably 30, 40 footer. Yeah. And it was just going straight uphill. Obviously the goal was to two-putt that, but I read it perfectly, and it just went in just as pictured.
thank you.
Thank you.
Inbee, you just mentioned you felt most nervous today.
Yeah, out of the 4 days, yes.
Yeah, win number 21 and you still get nervous. That's a good
Yes,
sign.
of course. Well, everybody asked me do you still get nervous? Yes, of course. And you look so comfortable. Are you comfortable? I'm like, no. Yeah, what do you expect? Yeah.
This is the second time that you've won the event leading into a major tournament. You did it in 2013 at the Walmart Northwest Arkansas Championship, and then you went on to win the U.S. Women's Open the following week. a little foreshadowing to what's in store next week at ANA?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to jump in the pond right now to wash myself up a little bit. Yeah, but that would be really nice. It's I had a great year in 2013 when I won the tournament before the major championship. It's always in a good vibe going into the major tournament. So I'm really looking forward to next week. Obviously, I've won that before, and I know how that feels, and I know how great that feels. So hopefully I can do it again.
Thank you, Inbee. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congrats.
한국말로 문태도죠.